Hey guys, it's Kylie here. I'm from Trucking Support Agency and I'm with Leanne Guarino from A&L Transport. Now Leanne and I have been friends for well over 10 years.
Yeah, easy.
And we've got a lot in common as our backgrounds and things like that. And being the fact that it's Mother's Day coming up, I just wanted to do a bit of a video with Leanne because, we're both in this industry and we've both had to overcome a lot, from way back when to now. We're both in our 50s, so I didn't say that out loud.
No, no, you didn't.
No, I didn't. So we've kind of been from the, communication technology days to now.
Old school, let's say.
Yeah. And I guess, so just tell us a little bit about your background, Leanne.
Okay, so I come from the transport industry, a long line. My father was a driver for Brambles back in the day, driving the Comma.
Yep.
And going with Dad when I could in between school. So I grew up with it and I love the industry. Swore I would never marry a truck driver, but here I am. And and then about 22 years ago we started our own business with pilot cars.
Yep.
And my husband was running that.
Yep.
And then it was came to the point where he had to jump back in the truck and you've got to take over the pilot car business. And I'm like, I can't do that. I'm a nail technician.
Yep. And you know what, I always say that women are like tea bags. We never know how strong we are until we're in hot water.
Exactly.
And then we just get stronger.
You've got to do it.
It's amazing what we can do when we're just thrown in the deep end.
Exactly.
So back then you would have had two children?
We still had 3 at home.
Yep.
Or 2 at home.
Yep.
Our daughter was living away, but I still had the 2 boys at home, but they were working.
Yep.
So, which was good. They were pretty independent.
Yep.
And so, I took over running the pilot car business because we had a few subbies. And Angela went back on the road.
Yep.
And so I really didn't think I could do it, but
you did.
I did.
Yep.
And here I am 20 years later, still driving the pilot car and also jumping in the truck as well.
Yep.
So doing my fair share when I can to help out. But and I love it. I get to work with my husband and we get to have that time together.
What has been your biggest obstacle in the industry, do you think?
Definitely in the earlier days. A lot of guys, few and far between, but they were out there. The attitude that, you should be in the kitchen, what are you doing out here?
Yeah.
And dealing with a lot of them that wouldn't take direction from the pilot car,
Yeah.
They would ignore me, they would ignore what I was saying on the UHF. So definitely had to deal with a lot of that.
Yep.
And trying to prove that you could do your job.
Yeah.
And knew what you were doing.
And still be a female.
And still be a female. And still in the industry,
Yeah. It's not an
hold
easy
your
thing.
own. Hold your own with it.
Yeah.
Trying not to cry when you got abused because, what are you doing out here? You shouldn't be here.
Yeah. And look, that still happens today. It's still,
of course.
I've heard it over the UHF a couple of weeks ago, you should be in the kitchen. Well, actually, I've got the kitchen on the back with me, so it's all
exactly.
good, right?
Yeah.
It's still
out
prevalent
there. It's still out there, and but being a woman, yourself makes you more determined to do a better job.
It does,
and prove your point.
And, and quietly tell them where to go, I guess. Yeah, in a nice way. Do you
nicely.
need a cuddle, darling?
Someone needs a hug today.
Definitely. So, Leanne, what has been the good things about it, I guess, that you've found? Or from a female point of view.
It's awesome getting to work with my husband. I love that. And having that time instead of sitting at home all the time.
Yeah.
Getting to see the countryside. Awesome.
Yeah.
I must admit, at home, I wouldn't get up to see the sunrise.
No.
And I don't go outside to see it set.
No.
But when you're on the highway, you do. And that's the upside, You really appreciate what you've got here in this country.
Yeah.
I love that. And it is a good industry. We still have mateship out there.
Yeah.
It is still out there, not like it used to be. But,
And I think that what's prevalent, 30 years ago when I was driving to now, is the amount of female drivers out there. There's a lot of females out there, which is fantastic. I guess for me, when I went into the industry all the way back then, I never wanted to take a man's job. I just wanted to be able to do as good a job and still hold my femininity, I guess,
Exactly.
in some ways.
Exactly.
Because that's who I am, and you're very much like that yourself.
Very much the
aren't you?
same.
Yeah.
I've always believed that just because I'm working in the transport industry, I can't still look after myself.
That's exactly right.
And
so you
and
still look like a female, you act like a female, and we're still emotional little creatures.
Exactly.
But
you know, we can swear with the best of the boys too, I might add.
Yes.
But,
yes.
you know, there is no excuse not to.
Don't shatter that illusion. We
No.
look great. We don't swear.
Anyway, at the end of the day, it's great to see a lot more ladies coming
It
into
is.
the industry,
Yeah.
and they're holding their own.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good on them.
Yep, go
it's
the
great.
girl power.
Go the girls.
And I think that it's, like you said, I think the benefit that I've found going back on the road is that time with family. But the downside is that you don't get to plan your life as much as what
No.
you used to be able to either.
And it
So
gives
there is a
you
downside.
that perspective of, you know, for all the years that you've been at home being that mum and holding the fort, and, you know, the men, they make great sacrifices as well. And it's a two-way
absolutely.
street.
Yeah.
I mean, we all do as being the mums and the dads. You know, they miss out on the firsts,
Yeah.
they miss out on the special occasions, the sports days, things like
Yeah.
that, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, we carry that and we do what we do.
Yeah.
But once you're out there as well, you can see that side of it.
Yeah.
And it's hard for us to, yes, make plans and to say, yeah, we'll definitely be there on the 25th, because
Yeah.
you just don't know where
don't
you're going to
know.
be.
No, that's right.
But that is the downside.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's hard. It is hard. You miss out on all the special occasions.
Yeah.
And you try to make the ones that you can.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess that it's, like you said, you know, the men have been doing that for a long time, you know.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
we sometimes, as women, we don't see that side of it either. We can
No.
kind of go, oh, you know, you get in your truck and you just forget about everything.
You never hear.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you don't worry about us at home.
Yeah,
But
which
you know,
is not,
it's not true.
No.
It is hard for them as well. Female pilot and escort drivers, there's been many before me, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And they've all come across the same battles,
Yeah.
the same obstacles with dealing with guys.
Yeah.
A lot of truck drivers that think they know best and they don't need a pilot out the
Yeah.
front.
Yeah.
But that load can't move without us.
No.
So,
no,
you
no.
know, there's a lot. You couldn't just name one.
No.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I
there
give
are
my
a few.
credit to all of them.
Yeah. The ladies that have
The ladies that have paved
yeah.
the way for all of us
Yeah.
in the industry.
And it's made it easier and easier for the likes of Toots and you know, Tracy Ray.
Tracy Ray, exactly.
My grandma, for one, was another one in South Australia. You know, like she did the hard yards, and you know, it really has made our industry easier for women to get into now.
Yeah.
So to all those mums out there, we salute you. Well done, and thank you for the service that you do behind the lines. And of course, those ladies out there driving, piloting, you know, running the businesses, things like that. Enjoy your day on Sunday. You deserve it, and go the girl power.
Definitely. Happy Mother's Day. Have a great day, ladies.
And we will talk to you. If you have any dramas whatsoever, give us a holler.
Yes.
Any questions? If you're at home with the kids feeling frustrated, we promise you they do grow up.
They do. They do. There's light at the end of the tunnel.
There is.
And freedom.
Yeah, so band together, ladies. You know, reach out if you are having dramas. Reach out to those in the industry that can help you, that have been there and done that and lighted the way before you, and you know, they will definitely be there to help you. And we will see each other on the highway.
Definitely.
Yes, catch up. We'll have a coffee. I've got the coffee machine. We'll be right.
We'll be right. Stay safe, everyone. Enjoy your day.
Absolutely. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Bye.